Alright, today we're having a look at Clive's Broken Factory by Velma Forever. Alright, so here we are in Clive's Broken Factory by Velma Forever. Now we did take a look at one of Velma's levels a few weeks ago. Oh crumbs, that was my fault. A few weeks ago we took a look at Toggle's Canyon Dash, and Velma had been in touch and asked me to take a look at this one. And I said sure, I would love to, because I really enjoyed... Hello? I really enjoyed Toggle's Canyon Dash, and I'm a big fan of LBP 2 style levels, as I think I've mentioned in the past. And Clive's factory levels in particular, I do like the theme and styling of those. So, yes, here we are. Oh, crumbs. We've got a... Hello? Got a little bit of loading. That is not, I doubt, on the levels part. I imagine it's probably something going on with the servers, because they don't like me, and such is life. But I'm looking at the timer here, and it's like, please hurry up. I've only got 1:58 left. Might go over time a little bit here. Oh crumbs. Running. But I am enjoying it so far. It's got a lot of movement in it, and that's something that I've always really enjoyed in levels. And I think I've mentioned that a couple times before. Oh, I see. That's a little bit too high, so we got to get back over here. Zoop over. It's nice. It's got a pretty decent flow to it as well, which is something I always appreciate. Very good signposting, by the way, making it quite clear what we're expected to be doing. Oh, that was my fault. I need to be paying more attention. Making it quite clear what we're expected to be doing without making it over obvious or out of place. Okay, so we want to go here, and then I see. Okay, so we're moving in a different direction from where we started. So it's left, then right. That's... I'm rushing, and I shouldn't be rushing. Go over. Jump. Alright, left, right. See, now that wasn't that hot. Disco. You didn't need... That didn't need to happen. That didn't need to happen at all. I've got a new timer because my old timer broke, and I keep on trying to take a look at it, which is not what I should be doing right now. That's a definite sure. But, oh, crumbs. Alright, that was totally on me. Totally, oh. Stop rushing. We don't need to rush. There's no need to rush here. Just take it nice and smooth. There's no way that the timer hasn't gone off yet. Okay. Oh, fudge. Okay. This is... Oh, there it is. Crumbs. Okay, we're gonna get over to the other side. Alright, we're gonna stop here, and we're gonna talk about this back at the hub. See you there. See yas. And we're back. And Clive's Broken Factory by Velma Forever. And this is... very happy to say it's very solid green circle level. I didn't really have too many complaints about the level. I know that the first impression video that we just saw was a little bit wonky. There were some issues going on with not the server, but with my internet connection, so we had that slowdown in the middle that probably wouldn't show up normally. It didn't show up in any of my other runs, so there's that. Also the fact that my timer is busted, so I was using the phone timer and I couldn't keep an eye on it, and I freaked out, and so I didn't maybe necessarily show the level as well as it deserved, because it is a really solid on, very good level. One thing that I've noticed from Velma Forever's levels, and something I've really appreciated in his homage levels, is that he nails the feeling of that story section, like we saw in Toggle's Canyon Dash, where he was looking at Boomtown, in his recent the contest entry, looking at Eve's Asylum, and then now this looking at Factory of a Better Tomorrow. He nails the feel of these areas while still making a level that is very much and very distinctly itself. And I think that can be a pretty hard thing to pull off, and it's pulled off very well here. There's a lot of movement going on in the levels, something that I've always appreciated and I talk about a lot. It gives it a very dynamic, lived-in feeling to it. The lighting is spot on, the camera work as well. Some really good use of camera work here. I notice a lot of creators tend to use a very flat-on, non-dynamic camera, and when they do have camera changes that tend to be very jumpy and very jaggy, we don't really see that here. Camera work is very polished. The entire level, I feel like, is a very polished level, and if this were to be part of a series or even part of a game, I wouldn't blink at it. I wouldn't think twice. Like, oh yeah, of course, yeah, this is part of Little Big Planet too. So, I mean, very high praise with that. But also with the gameplay of the level itself, and again, there's very little to complain about here. It's got a nice flow to it. It's got a very good pace to it. I know that we kind of went over time because of the issues with my connection when I played. My fastest time through was 2 minutes and 14 seconds. It is a really quick, really zippy level. You shouldn't really have any problems going through it. There's not too much that's going to throw you off pace. There's a little bit of backtracking that goes on with the levels. Hit a button, then you've got to run back to the section that you were already at, but nothing that makes it feel like it drags on. I felt like for the most part things were signposted really well, using both the moving materials but also with the, not decorations, but like those the blinky arrows that we see on the conveyor material to let the player know, like, this is where you're going to be going, this is the direction that you've got to be going in, making it clear even when it's kind of a wall climb section what's going to be going on there. I thought that was all really well handled. The only thing in that area that I might ding the level a little bit for was that Velociraptor section that we saw, where you're going to the left twice and then back to the right once, and there's no real warning that that's going to be happening, except maybe just anticipating the flow of the level, and that most levels tend to go from left to right. But it's a real easy death. I don't know that I would say it's necessarily a cheap death, but I do think it could throw players off, but it's the only time you really see it in the level, and it's kind of forgivable for that. We ran into a little bit of difficulty on that robot section. I really like that robot a lot. I like the fact that both it's a moving piece, but it's also using the physics of the game to make a little bit more difficulty to that obstacle, and I thought it was really cool. And if you take that robot and don't rush it, you really shouldn't have too much problem with it, and it feels like a nice bouncy dynamic section of the level. If you do rush it like we were trying to do, then you'll end up going into a bunch of deaths, and you'll deserve them. You'll totally deserve them, because it's really not as hard as it presents itself. And that's something that I do appreciate. Things that look more challenging than they are, and force the player to kind of slow down just a little bit, not dead stop, but slow down and consider what it is that they're doing to go through the level more smoothly. I thought that was really cool. And up on top of that, we didn't see it in the video, but you can get up on top of that robot for a prize bubble. I think there was one prize bubble that I was missing in the level, at least one, because I didn't get the collected all objects prize, but I did get the no deaths prize, and I ended up getting a respectable 3rd place in the level. Now, this level is already being team picked, even though it was published on the 10th, so that's just 2 weeks off from when you'll be watching this, and about a week off from when I'm actually recording this, and already team picked. So the team has got their eyes on Velma Forever, and I think that y'all should have your eyes on Velma Forever as well. He's a very solid creator that I expect big things from in the future, and the level excuse me, the level intro blurb that we see does say that this was just a quick thrown together side project, and that he's working on something even bigger for us in the future. So I'm very much looking into that. If you haven't played this one yet, give it a shot, and then give the rest of his levels a shot, because I think you'll have a really good time with them. But this was a very gentle level for me to look at. Not too much that I had to really dig down on. So thanks, Velma, thanks for getting in touch with me and then asking me to take a look at this. I really, really appreciate it. And that pretty much does it for us here at This Go About. So from me, Risco, here in Tokyo, to all of you out there, wherever you may happen to be, thank you, arigato, arigato, sayonara, see you, and ciao.